Circulatory system. Today's topic for the video is the circulatory system. The blood circulatory system is a system of organs that includes the heart, blood vessels, and blood, which is circulated throughout the entire body of human or other vertebrates. It includes the cardiovascular system or vascular system that consists of the heart and blood vessels. Heart from Latin word. The circulatory system has two divisions: systemic circulation or circuit and pulmonary circulation or circuit. The network of blood vessels are the great vessels of the heart, including large elastic arteries and large veins, other arteries, smaller arterioles, capillaries that join with venules and other veins. The circulatory system is closed in vertebrate, which means that the blood never leaves the network of blood vessels. Some invertebrates, such as arthropods, have an open circulatory system. Diploblasts, such as sponges and combo jellies, lack of circulatory system. Blood is a fluid consisting of plasma, red cells, white cells, and platelets that is circulated around the body, carrying oxygen and nutrients to the tissues and waste materials away. Circulated nutrients, including proteins and minerals, other components transported are gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. Invertebrates, complementary to the circulatory system is the lymphatic system. This system carries excess plasma filtered from the capillaries as intestinal fluid between cells away from the body tissues in an accessory to return the excess fluid back to the blood circulation as lymph. The passage of lymph takes much longer than that of food. The lymphatic system is a system that is essential for the functioning of the blood circulatory system. Without it, the blood would become depleted of fluid. The lymphatic system works together with the immune system. Unlike the closed circulatory system, the lymphatic system is an open system. Some sources describe it as a secondary circulatory system. Structure of circulatory system. The circulatory system includes the heart, blood vessels, and blood. The cardiovascular system in all vertebrates consists of the heart and blood vessels. The circulatory system is further divided into two major circuits: pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. The pulmonary circulation is a circuit loop from the right heart, taking deoxygenated blood to the lungs, where it is oxygenated and returned to the left heart. The systemic circulation is a circuit loop that delivers oxygenated blood from the left heart to the rest of the body and returns deoxygenated blood back to the right heart via large veins known as the vena cava. The systemic circulation can also be defined as a microcirculation, and an average adult contains 5 to 6 parts, roughly 4.7 to 5.7% of their total body weight. Blood consists of plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The digestive system also works with the circulatory system to provide the nutrients the system needs to keep the heart pumping. Further circulatory routes are associated, such as the coronary circulation to the heart itself, the cerebral circulation to the brain, the renal circulation to the kidneys, and bronchial circulation to the bronchi in the lungs. The human circulatory system is closed, meaning that blood is contained within the vascular network. Nutrients travel through tiny blood vessels of the microcirculation to reach organs. A lymphatic system is an essential subsystem of the circulatory system. Consists of network of lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes, organs, tissues, and circulatory limbs. Heart. The heart pumps the blood to all parts of the body, providing nutrients and oxygen to every cell and removing waste products The left heart pumps oxygenated blood returned from the lungs to the rest of the body. The systemic circulation. The right heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs in the pulmonary circulation. In the human heart, there is one atrium and one ventricle for each circulation, and with both a systemic and pulmonary circulation, there are four chambers in total: left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, and right ventricle. The right atrium is the upper chamber of the right side of the heart. The blood that is returned to the right atrium is deoxygenated and passed into the right ventricle to be pumped through the pulmonary artery to the lungs for reoxygenation and removal of carbon dioxide from the blood. Pulmonary circulation. The pulmonary circulation is the portion of the cardiovascular system in which oxygen depleted blood is pumped away from the heart via the pulmonary artery to the lungs and returned oxygenated to the heart via pulmonary vein. Oxygen deprived blood from the superior and inferior vena cava enters the right atrium of the heart and flows through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, from which it is then pumped throughout the pulmonary semilunar valve into the pulmonary artery to the lungs. A separate system known as bronchial circulation supplies blood to the tissues of the large airways of the lungs. Systemic circulation is the portion of the cardiovascular system which transports oxygenated blood from the left ventricle, where the blood has been previously deposited from pulmonary circulation, to the rest of the body, and returns oxygenated depleted blood back to the heart. Blood vessels. The blood vessels of the circulatory system are the arteries, veins, and capillaries. The large arteries and veins that take blood away from the heart are known as great vessels. Arteries. Oxygenated blood enters the systemic circulation when leaving the left ventricle throughout the aortic semilunar valve. The first part of the systemic circulation is the aorta, a massive and thick-walled artery. The aorta arches and gives branches supply the upper part of the body after passing throughout the aortic opening of the diaphragm at the level of thoracic then vertebra. The walls of aorta are elastic. This elasticity helps to maintain the blood pressure throughout the body. When the aorta receives almost 5 liters of the blood from the heart, it recoils and is responsible for pulsating blood pressure as the aorta branches. Capillaries. Arteries branch into small passages called arterioles and then into the capillaries. The capillaries merge to bring blood into the venous system. Veins. Capillaries merge into venules which merge into veins. The venous system feeds into the two major veins, the superior vena cava, which mainly drains tissue above the heart, and the inferior vena cava, which mainly drains tissues below the heart. These two large veins empty into the right atrium of the heart. The general rule is that arteries from the heart branch out into capillaries which collect into veins leading back to the heart. Portal veins are a slight exception to this. In humans, the only significant example is the hepatic portal vein, which combines from capillaries around the gastrointestinal tract, where the blood absorbs the various products of digestion rather than leading directly back to the heart. The hepatic portal vein branches into a second capillary system in the liver. Cerebral circulation. The brain has dual blood supply, an arteries and a posterior circulation from arteries and its front and back. The anterior circulation arises from the internal carotid arteries to supply the front of the brain. The posterior circulation arises from the vertebral arteries to supply the back